What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are talking all things video confidence, how to use video to implement in your business so that you can actually use it to sell. Okay, so this is one of my favorite topics. Let's get straight into it. Roll the intro. So if you're brand new to this channel, my name is Howle. We talk all things about bringing out your uniqueness so that you can apply it to life and business on this YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, make sure you give us a subscribe. Now, I have a video agency where we create 6 months worth of video content for YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. It's all filmed in the space of 2 days. This is my favorite topic, bringing out the very best in you so that you can share your message on camera, use video to build your influence, your audience, and your sales, your leads, and all those other aspects. Now, the first thing that I want to say about this topic is a lot of people go straight into like, how do I get money, right? And when you walk into any sort of relationship, whether it be with your wife, your kids, or anyone, when you're just looking for what you get out of it, it tends to work out pretty poorly, okay? And this is why, before we start working out how do I make more money, we're going to work out how to serve your audience better than anyone else can. And this is where I call it divine service. Now, other people may use other names, but the reason I like to use the name or the words divine service is because when it comes to business or anything, you have to understand that it's a relationship. Now, regardless of whether there's a person involved or whether it's a consumer to business relationship, or it's a business to business relationship, whatever the case is, there's a relationship. Now, with any relationship, good relationships start off with value that's exchanged each way. Now, in the form of, as a business or as someone who is looking to create an exchange or whatever the case is, you need to add more value than anyone else can, or you need to be able to solve a problem, or you need to be able to do something that helps someone to be able to get from where they are to where they'd like to go. And if you can help them do that in the best possible way for a fair and reasonable price and allow them to enjoy the experience along the way, those 3 things allow you to then grow your business. So to begin from the very beginning, we need to add more value than anyone else is willing to do. And I often hear people say to me, oh, well, Alan, like, I don't want to give away like all my secrets and all these bits and pieces. The thing is that the more that you hold on to these things, there's a good chance that anyone can find anything that they need to on YouTube or readily available on the internet. In some situations and circumstances, it probably already exists in some way, shape, or form, regardless of how unique you think your information is. So if you can get over yourself and just learn to give as much as you possibly can, then not only are you going to build authority as someone who does give extreme value, people are going to know to come to you to ask questions about said topics, about said industry. This is a perfect way to build authority. Number 2 is find your uniqueness. Now, often what we can do, especially looking at YouTube videos or videos on Facebook or wherever you're looking, people can often see something and try and copy it or model it or amplify it and get really stuck because what they're doing is they're living in a comparison. Well, I don't like the sound of my voice in comparison to Gary Vee or a Grant Cardone or anyone who you consider an authority, right? And during this comparison, what happens is you're actually moving more away from what you're truly capable of and focusing on these external things and external people that you would never be. And so for that reason, when we talk about uniqueness, this is about understanding what gifts do you have? What do you bring to the table? And if I was able to share what I believe I bring to the table and what I've been able to discover through my own journey, through my own experiences, that would be that when I work with someone, I have a really big heart, I care a lot, and my gifts exist in the fact that I help people bring out the very best in themselves through their imagination, through their creativity, whether it's thought-invoking questions or similar things. This is where I bring my own uniqueness. Now, your uniqueness may be in the form of entertainment, it may be in some sort of quirkiness, it may be in your bluntness. Whatever that is, learn to understand what that is. Maybe take some time, write down some things about, you know what, or even ask some people, what are some things that you feel are unique about me? What do you like about me? What sort of things do you think I can share with other people? So once you've absolutely nailed the divine service, whether this through an opinion, value, education, entertainment, whatever, and you're really understanding more of what you bring to the table, you're not trying to be someone else, you're just being more of you, authentically bringing your gifts, bringing your talents, and really bringing out the passion that is within you. The last and final step is all you need to do for video is sell the next step. It's that simple, okay? Now, people like to overcomplicate this. They like to think about things like lighting and camera angles and all these other things. Is simply understanding that just like you wouldn't walk up to, you know, if you're a dude in a bar, you wouldn't walk up to a girl who you don't know and offer a ring and propose to her and say, will you marry me? Let's go and have kids and all those other things. No, you need to wine and dine someone, and you need to add value and everything else. And so because of that, you simply just need to sell the next step. Now, if you're early on in a relationship, that may be something as simple as asking someone to subscribe to your YouTube channel. It may be simple as asking someone, you know, for their email address to give them something of value. It may be as simple as looking to have a conversation with someone about the next steps on something that you can help solve their problem with, okay? And really understanding what information do they need to make that next step, and that's it. Don't sell them the whole program or don't sell them the whole package. Sell people the next step, because once they've gotten to the next step, there's a different mindset, there's a different process involved. And once you understand that, you know, in your social media and everything else, you may be just selling value and you may be selling the fact that you, and then once you've built that authority, you're then, you know, someone's looking at your website or landing page or whatever the case is, you're then potentially selling someone, you know, signing up to something or someone booking a call or whatever the case is. But it comes down to simply selling the next step. I hope these tips added lots and lots of value. If you did find value, make sure you subscribe. And if you did get value, make sure you tell us below. I'd love to hear back, you know, what did you find valuable? What are you going to implement in your business? Or what's something new that you now know that you didn't previously know? I hope these tips helped. Love you and leave you. Go get it.